Welcome to an episode of the Sports Genes Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
We're back. It's beautiful. I'm excited. What a week to be returning when your teams win football over the weekend. It is a beautiful feeling. Welcome to ITL Season 4, Episode 6. I am your host, Ernest Silva, Docky for some, the Sport Gene for others. We are live in San Antonio at the Sports Analytics headquarters, the IntelLab movie studio, powered by the mothership, Blue Collar Media Group. I'm excited here. Let's start off with my co-host of Season 4, Kenny Cotterill. What's up, brother?
0-5 in ITL League. Played Gabriel Davis and Travis Kelce the same week, so real battle. Not that my team was any good outside of that, but we do have the best Cooper in football, so that's a huge plus. So let's have a great show.
Yeah, you aren't wrong about that. The Cooper headline is definitely something we're going to discuss. But let's talk about the man, the myth, the general, Steve Reisner. What's going on, brother?
Oh, what's up, buddy? Just here to talk some football. ITL
up in Boston. All right.
Am I supposed to do like a speech or something every time you go to me?
No, absolutely not. I'm just glad you said something. Let's go down south to Phoenix. That's right. Eric Sports Picks joining the fold.
Hey. Likewise. Thank you for having me on the show. Ready to talk some football, and let's have some fun tonight.
Whoop, Mr. 500 himself. I'm excited to have you on. I'm just going to pick every other pick against you, and I should be actually shooting 100 at that point. Now, I'm not sure who this is. He claims to be Just Luke, but we're going to find out what's going on. The man in the dark, Just Luke. What's going on, buddy? What's happening? You okay? Luke is definitely in his feels. For those who are not watching and you're listening, he's dressed in all black. He's now shown his face. His face is being shown.
Well, Ernest, I'm currently looking at Matt Canada's playbook. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got Madden 15, Madden 18. That's classic. CTE Madden 19. That's a good one.
CTE.
And 22. So we're looking pretty good over here.
Yeah, nobody's seen those plays. I'm surprised you got a copy. Go Guardians. Boy, do we have some Astros clips for you, Coach Peanut. Dre Rogers should be joining us today from, I think he's back in Indonesia. Who knows where that guy is at nowadays. But we're excited. We're going to go over some. It's a first-time Bipocalypse for this year. We got our first 4 teams out. But before we do that, we're going to shout out to our sponsors, Blue Collar Media Group. Of course, we say hashtag better together. And why do we say better together? Well, I'll let my family talk about that with our first commercial clip. Let's
Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday.
I'm your host, Andrew Kahn. This is the Boomtown Pod.
Add Into the Lab Pod is where you're watching today's stream.
Stuck him!
It is Blue Collar Game Day. I am your host.
I got a kill!
Welcome to episode 277 of the Official Butthole Podcast. Got it.
Beautiful.
Better together.
Better together.
We're better together.
Better together.
Better together.
Blue Collar Media Group, better together. Streamers, content creators, shows alike. Come join us at Blue Collar Media Group. We have so much going on for 2023. Very excited. You got Steve and I's DMs. Shoot us over a DM. We're there for you guys. We are going to go right into round one. News around the leagues. We are excited about this right after this brief break. All right, round one. You heard the bell. News from around the league. We're going to start off with the ITL Listener League. That's right. Kenny already talked about what his update is, but we had Goliath go down for the first time in the league. But let's talk about you, Kenny. Kenny, you are 0-5 in this league. How are you feeling, buddy? You okay?
Players just aren't motivated at the end of the day. I got to fire up the boys. DJ Moore is a shell of himself. Adam Thielen decided, you know what, Justin Jefferson, you take all the catches last week, and he certainly did that. Najee Harris, see Luke's playbook as to why he's no good. When you have Patrick Mahomes, it's great, but it sucks when you're playing Travis Kelce. So that kind of negated that big performance from him. So I don't know. I'm just here for fun. I'm here for the camaraderie of the sport, and I'm gonna hang out in the basement this year and focus on other leagues.
Hashtag NFL.
Hashtag NFL. Don't worry, Kenny. I'm sure your season will turn around. If not, I'm sure many trades are coming. Fantasy Peasant took a whopping to Jay Tanamanchi's best team, 168 to 117. I get the pleasure of playing Frank's slam dunk team next week, and they scored 203 points, and I'm not looking forward to that. But if you had to say, is there a giant killer among us? You might be looking towards my team as you see, I finally took out the producer Rachel's team. She has a fantastic team, just did not have the day. Barely squeaked that one by. Josh Jacobs almost made this beginning segment very different for me. But luckily, one more catch didn't happen, and I squeeze out a win. Frank Slam Dunk team, like I said, 204 to 128, just annihilates. That's who I'm playing next. Not looking forward to that. And Dan's Dazzling team didn't quite make it. I did hear that there was a reunion for him this weekend, so I'm not sure if he paid attention. Now, Eric, though, lost in a squeaker to Coach Peanut, and I think that's why he's on here right now, is just to kind of brag. Eric, how are you feeling after that?
I was really hoping the Raiders would have gone a first down and scored the game-winning kick, and I would have won. But, things happen. I need to go through the Kenny route, make sure I got to motivate them next week. I'm going to be in their DMs next week.
Just DM each and every player.
DM everyone. Even the people
I changed my team name just to try and fire up the boys for next week.
Team name?
Just here, so we got to look now. Just here so I don't get fined.
Not feeding into the analytics, guys. No, that's...
look at that sorry team. I don't know what to say. Everyone is not performing.
It's not a terrible team, but Darnell Mooney should not be starting on your team.
Go look scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's. I don't know if you have a choice, but he just shouldn't. I get it. That's a tough decision every week to have to figure out who's going to actually show up and play. I'm excited that we're going to look at our rosters as we get closer to playoffs. Every week we're going to share that, but the update is Coach Peanut. And Coach Peanut's not sorry. Yeah, playoffs. I guess that's true. Sorry, Kenny.
We got to motivate them to the playoffs first.
That's true. You guys rally the troops. As we do that, let's go to actual football, which we start off every week with the same headline, and we just adjust one number on one side of it. That is right. The Legend of Cooper Rush, 5-0 now. Going into week 6, I'm telling you guys, I'm excited, and the hype video this week that we're going to release is going to be epic. You guys just watch it. But I'll start off with the resident Dallas Cowboy fan along with myself. I know this wasn't the Cooper Rush game. This was the Micah Parsons and Dallas defense game. But, Kenny, are you impressed with Cooper Rush so far this season?
He just keeps doing what a backup quarterback should do.
That's true.
It's nothing crazy impressive. I keep making jokes about Cooper Rush over Cooper Kupp, but one guy keeps winning football games, so that's why I have to make the joke there. No, this is more so just showing that Dallas, for the first time since the 90s, has a really good defense. And I don't think that it's really deniable at this point. Like, I don't know how you can't say that this is a top 5 defense in the NFL, top 10. Like, this is a really good defense that they have. So just keep banking on that and hand Tony Pollard the ball, because good things happen when that man gets the ball. And Cooper Rush, just make a few good throws here and there, and you're good.
Yeah, I mean, he had 102 passing yards to answer Coach Peanut's question, right? You don't have to be stellar. You just have to pace the offense, and the running game has been pretty consistent, but it is a Dallas defense and special teams in this game specifically as to why they won it. Personally, would love to have Dak back this week against Philly, but if he's not ready, right, we're going to see how much the legend of Cooper Rush really is the legend of Cooper Rush this week. And it's going to be an interesting pick. From the rest of the group, anybody else impressed by the Dallas Cowboys this past week?
I want to apologize. My picks have been against Dallas for the past couple of weeks because I didn't trust Cooper Rush.
I picked the Rams last week too.
No, but I picked the Commanders. I picked the Rams.
Same.
I mean,
That's ouch.
So Cooper Rush is playing really well. So
thank you,
best of luck
Eric.
to you this week. Best of
Thank
luck.
you. That's the best of an apology I'm ever going to get from somebody who's going to apologize for being wrong about their Cowboys. Luke is just sad. Luke, are you okay, man?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
no
sorry.
follow-up?
Yeah, no shit.
Not okay.
That's bad. I thought Luke turned his camera off, but that was Eric. Let's move on. The next headline was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' second half blunder in London. I said on this show last week, Aaron Rodgers was going to go off. And for the first half, he looked damn good. All of a sudden, he traded places with the guy in the stands. And we got Aaron Rodgers look-alike for the second half of that game as the Giants improved to 4-1. Steve, I know you watched this game. It's an early game, so I know you watched it. What were your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers?
Well, he's just Aaron. He's streaky, and he's, when he gets whiny and he gets pissy, he doesn't play as good. Sorry to sound like a bias, but that's the reality of Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry. You get in that guy's head, and he does fall apart. That was a comment of the nonsense team thoughts. He's right. The Giants are playing well. It's time that's. I know it's still the Giants, but they're what, 4-1 now?
Yep, 4-1.
They just beat the Packers. Maybe they're better than the usual Giants.
Yeah, I wasn't very high on the Packers to start the year. I told everybody that was the Vikings division to lose. You guys laughed at me, but I still stand by it. I don't think the Packers are that good, and I'm gonna stick by it. I do think the Giants are playing better football than the Packers right now, and that was shown by the game.
I thought Rodgers would actually would still play pretty good without having the Devontae Adams threat, but it's become pretty apparent that that's really hurt the offense. They haven't quite figured out what to do, with having Devontae Adams. I know you can't just replace that, but you need to find a way to make up for it.
I mean, there was a live look into the Packers halftime locker room. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but they have a live camera inside, and this is kind of what everybody saw.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
And that was a live look into the Packers halftime locker, and it was true. The more they fucked around, the more they found out, and so the Packers take the loss. Luke, I'll give you the last 30-second take. Giants, the real deal for you?
No. I mean, did the Giants really win that game, or did the Packers lose it? I feel like the Packers lost it more than the Giants won the game. Don't get me wrong. Saquon's having a great year so far. But, guys, we're in week 5. Rodgers will get it figured out. It'll be fine. I'm waiting for the Just Breathe segment to come back out again.
The relax.
Because I feel like that's coming right down the road. Because next week is supposed to be a guaranteed L for the Green Bay Packers. And I'm not going to guarantee it, but they'll come out and play harder than they have all year.
It's not out of the question, though, for the Giants to be like substantially above 500 at the midway point when you look at their next 5 games. Like outside of the Ravens game, because I think most people will take the Ravens, especially at home. You then get Jags, Seahawks, bye week, Texans, Lions. Like the schedule is there for them to realistically be 7-3 at worst by that point. So the Giants are going to play a lot of ugly football games, though, because they have already.
And like that being said, like even with an easy schedule, because the Commanders have just as easy of a schedule, and they're going to be terrible, right? It's just a matter of coaching, right? Can you coach and adjust and win those games?
Is far better than Rivera, especially since Rivera is going to get canned probably at the midway point, if not sooner.
That's a hot take.
I say,
is it really a hot take though?
I know.
First of all, he threw his quarterback under the bus when. Like, he's basically saying that a backup and Daniel Jones are better than Carson Wentz, and he hasn't been that bad.
Rivera, I thought, had maybe till the end of the season.
I thought,
and then he threw the quarterback under the bus, which, like, you never throw your players under the bus as a coach. Like, that's like coaching 101.
But, yeah, and for those who didn't see the Ron Rivera clip, when they asked him, what do you think of your quarterback? This is a live look in.
A fraud. A big fraud.
I don't make the rules. That's just how it came out. But
look at Washington's schedule. Like, they get the Bears this week, and then they're going to have to go play Green Bay, Indy, Vikings, and Eagles. They could realistically lose all 4 of those games, and are we really going to have Ron Rivera still with a job at 2-8? I don't think he even gets to that point.
Probably not, unless Brian Robinson.
Matt Rule just got canned after 1-4.
But that's
he
different.
Just got paid $60 million. So
he was owed a lot of money.
That is true.
That
is true.
Yeah, Matt
it doesn't help that he has 3 backups in his QB room, but I don't know what Carson Wentz is. So.
Yeah, and let's go to our next headline. We're gonna jump over to Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs looked fantastic after the bogus call that took Carr to the ground. If you guys didn't see that, but I will tell you what, the Chiefs made it interesting, right? They were down early, and a live looking at that game on when they were down 17-0 with the Chiefs with all their weapons. They just basically
a great clip
disappeared in that first half. So Mahomes and Kelsey definitely look fantastic from the latter part of the second quarter to the end of the game, and the Chiefs come away with the victory, 30-29 in that game. Josh Jacobs, the lone hero. Devontae Adams actually was fantastic, but then one push later, and you don't have him for a few games. So. Don't push Devontae, he'll push you back. Guys, 4 touchdowns for Kelsey, 25 yards. Very interesting stat line. 7 catches. Let's kind of go around the room here. The Chiefs, quote, dynasty that they like to call themselves. Is it still live and kicking? To me, it seems like there's a lot of gaping holes in this Chiefs team. But I'll let you guys kind of ransack this. Are the Chiefs back?
Did they ever go away?
Back to what?
Back to their Super Bowl contender status. Did we have them as Super Bowl contenders to start the year?
Probably, just because they have Mahomes.
Yeah,
there's only one team in the AFC that I confidently feel like can beat Kansas City, and it's Buffalo. I don't know if any other team can match them score for score.
Houston, easily.
You don't even believe that.
I would have said Miami before.
Yeah, but
I
don't know.
The Ravens?
No, not with Harbaugh.
Greg Roman's a bum.
If the Ravens, the issue is if the Ravens.
What?
if the Ravens fall behind by multiple scores, then they can't catch up because Lamar can't throw them back into the game.
And
Whereas
Greg
Allen
Roman
can do
can't
that.
make the calls.
Like Herbert, maybe. The Chargers, though, they hadn't made the playoffs, so that's why I wasn't as confident in them beating KC.
I just feel like, first of all, if the Raiders just played these last 2 weeks like they should have the first 3 games, it would be much different conversation than we're having today.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs needs to run the ball. He had 120. Yes. Derek Carr's much better when he has a good running game. And obviously Devontae Adams was on one last night. Only had 3 catches, but still they were actively
Pass the
trying
century,
to get
though.
Devontae Adams involved.
Well, and that, like you said though, Luke, Josh Jacobs needs to run well. They got that long one to Devontae Adams off play action on 4th and 1.
That's correct.
Because everyone in the world thought they were running the ball, and it was a good. I thought it was a good play call.
Right.
You got Devontae man on man, take the deep shot.
I mean, it just shows though how bad Kansas City's defense is, because you know that there's only one guy on the entire field that can go deep like that, because there's no Darren Waller now. He's probably going to miss time. Hunter Renfrow sure as hell isn't doing that. So you have one guy and you can't cover that. That's what hurts Kansas City as a contender is I can't imagine what Josh Allen can do to that defense.
But
we're going to find out soon.
That's the other thing. When you look across the ball at Kansas City, they don't have Tyreek to take off the top. They don't have that guy. It is 10 to 15 yard routes, and Kelsey is running underneath in 10 to 15 yard routes. There's nothing that's going to say, hey, we need to play deep cover 2, make sure they don't get the top off and have to play in front of them. These teams can play single high and man up across the board and leave pressure with Patrick Mahomes. It's a little harder on them, and they still don't have a running game. Like, Clyde is getting better. Jerick McKinnon is, I don't know what you want to say about Jerick McKinnon, but I mean, they have a decent running game, but
Casey's run game is only good when the Chiefs are torching you in the passing game.
Right.
The second that isn't working, then CH is getting 2 yards a carry.
Right.
So that's what hurts him. Now, MVS did play well last night. It was his birthday as well. Shout out to him for 6 catches for 90 yards. But he's also prone to drops, which when you start getting into playoff time, then dropping a deep ball like that could be what make or breaks you in some of these AFC playoff games.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think we're really here to talk about the call at the end of the game.
That's what I was really going to get to. I mean, if you were watching the stands, it looked a lot like this.
What?
And nobody didn't look any different. Like, there were people cussing, there were people throwing stuff. I mean, they let the streaker run. It was crazy. It was just pandemonium in Kansas City. But guys, I don't think anybody on here is going to say that was roughing the passer.
No.
It was not, like, at all. That the ball's coming out, it's a fumble. Apparently, there's a rule that if the quarterback doesn't have a chance to gather himself and you take him to the ground, it's roughing the passer automatically.
Eat my shorts.
What are you supposed to do as the defender? You just stripped him. You're falling over. Is he supposed to be a goddamn gymnast and just like shift his entire body weight to avoid it?
Obviously, Kenny, just stop the motion.
Yeah, obviously, like every time I go to fall over, I completely have control over where I land. Like,
you matrix it and you stop.
First of all, shout out to Kansas City's kicker for then giving them a big FU by kicking a 59-yarder to cap it off. And to me, that changed the entire momentum of the game, because if they went into the half 20-7, then they would be in trouble. But you kick that field goal, then you march out right out of the half and you make it 20-17. That completely changed everything.
Yep. Shout out to the kicker who got started by 1.3% of fantasy owners. Enjoy those 5 points.
This is like their third kicker?
Yeah. Real kick in the butker. I agree.
I don't want to talk about the kicker.
Dicker the kicker's still the best name in football.
Now the whole reason why that call is even happening, and plenty of other calls on why players got taken out of games early, is because of the curious case of concussions, which is the next headline for tonight's show. The curious case of concussions all over the place. Chris Olave goes out. Who else was a big? Teddy Bridgewater goes.
Same team.
Derek Carr got the penalty. I mean, Tom Brady got the penalty, right? I mean, I didn't even go there with this conversation. I didn't want to talk about Brady. So
yeah, you did.
Concussion protocols are now going to be extremely strict because of what happened with Tua. Thanks a lot, Miami. I back Steve on this one. Fuck Miami at this point. And now we have to reevaluate this concussion protocol, guys. Did it go too far this week, or is the NFL making a statement for itself saying, hey, we care?
No, they're fucked up.
They're being overcautious because they almost killed a guy on national television.
They're double fucking up.
Yeah.
They fucked up in the first place, and now they're overcorrecting and fucking it up
on
worse.
national television, and the world saw it. So now they're like, all right, if anyone gets like touched remotely near the head, you can't play football.
And Teddy, honestly, he took the shot, and then he looked like he was fine to go back into the game. And they're like, oh, whoa! Like we saw what happened last week.
Well,
You're not going back in.
That's why they're like, especially Miami of all teams couldn't fucking take any risk like that.
Right.
Shout out to the Jets once again. Above
Teddy
500.
Probably fine, like Kenny said, but Miami of all teams cannot take any chances whatsoever with that right now.
At the end of the day, it's a business, and I get it. They're trying to protect QBs and whatever else, but protect them on the low hits, stuff like that. It's so unfair to the defensive players at this point that they can't tackle a quarterback anymore. You cannot sack a quarterback and not have a chance of getting it called as roughing the passer, and that's a huge issue that they have.
My whole thing is the shield is never wrong. Right. The shield can never be wrong. So that's one thing. And it's not even the fact that everything happened to Tua. Trust me, the player wants to play. There's no doubt in my mind. That's why people are there to stop that from happening. Right. So you fire that guy. Okay. You fired him. Cool. Awesome. Then your head coach comes out and says, well, we're trying to protect the players more. Sir, you just let your quarterback, who had a definite concussion, go back out in a couple plays. Obviously, you don't care about protecting him then. Now, do you? I obviously understand that he won you that game. I get it.
And I'd like to note that he also said that he knows Tua is fine because he laughed throughout all of MacGruber on the flight home.
Which I
have to note, MacGruber is not a funny movie.
Yeah.
Thanks for that call. I didn't even know that.
That's really funny.
He said Tua's fine. He watched MacGruber on the flight home, and he laughed throughout the whole movie.
I'm just saying, if he was fine then, Steve, then why is Skylar Thompson running quarterback for the Miami Dolphins right now?
That's very true.
You know,
I don't think he's good.
Like,
I'm gonna say it's like the rule: when something dramatic happens and it affects the shield, you have to go completely the other way. And if anything remotely comes close to it again, it exactly like this.
It may be funny to you, motherfucker, but it's not funny to me, okay?
And then all of a sudden, nobody can fuck around and find out
Ernest,
anymore.
They haven't had any bad PR lately, so they're like, well, let's start up the pass. Well, we haven't done pass interference. We've done pass interference. It's kind of getting old. So why don't we do roughing the passer? Why don't we do roughing the passer this week, guys? Try to get the talk show hosts involved more.
Completely agree. And
give the pundits something to talk about.
Yeah.
For a while there, Luke, I just want to let you know it kind of looked like this on your screen, and I had to bring it up.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Like this is definitely you going on right now. So I'm digging the vibe. Shout out Queen. Shout out Freddie Mercury in the gang. Like, and that is totally what's happening on your screen. Let's move on to our next headline before we do Weddle Sports Picks. That's right. We do it every week. The top 3 teams in the NFL are, and we'll start this one with Eric. Eric, who are the top 3 teams in the NFL?
All right. The Buffalo Bills. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get a lot of heat, but I think they're just on fire. Their defense is unstoppable. The Cowboys are up there, in my opinion.
What?
So he goes against picking them forever.
I'm
Now
trolling
they're number
Luke.
2 in the NFL.
I know it wasn't real, Luke. I knew it wasn't real.
No, but Eagles number 1, and then Bills number 2. Just because, fine, Luke, I'll switch it around just for you. I'll go Bills, Eagles, and I still think they're a real contender. But I think the Ravens are good. I think they just have trashed. I mean, they play terrible. Yes, the records, but I think
Because
they're
Greg
a great
Roman's
team.
a bum. Greg
Bills.
Roman is a bum.
Bills, Eagles,
Those-
Ravens, and Eric's choice. We go over to Kenny. Kenny, top 3 NFL teams for you.
Number 1's Buffalo. Number 2's Philly. Number 3 is Kansas City.
1, 2, 3. Kansas City makes it up there for Kenny. Going over to Steve. Steve, top 3 teams in the NFL today are.
I don't do rankings like this, and you know that. So I guess my top 3 in no particular order.
New England. Tampa.
Buffalo. No.
Bailey's happy
No,
for MVP.
Buffalo, Philly, and
Say it.
honestly, between Baltimore and Dallas.
I like it. I like the picks. Just Luke.
Not Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh.
You forgot the Panthers.
No, Buffalo, Philly, Chiefs.
Play it.
Buffalo, Philly, Chiefs. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. I told myself I would not do that to Luke.
A mountain so high it can keep me away.
Why am I
Yes.
the Chiefs? I mean, what the fuck? What are you saying fuck me for?
You just had the same as me.
You just had the same picks as Kenny.
That's it.
That's
I had
true.
to. That was it. That was the only
I thought we were
reason.
sports analysts.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
You fucked
Number
around and
1,
found out.
the Buffalo Bills. Number 2. Oh, wow. Number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 3, the Dallas Cowboys.
You're
and they
leaving
will
Philly out of
show
that.
they will show you why they're number 3 this weekend, Sunday night. Prime time Cooper Rush excellence when they destroy the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Clip it.
And
You
clip
don't
it.
believe
Clip it,
that.
Mark. Clip it. Dallas Cowboys number 3, A, 3B, Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so the Weddle Sports Picks is where we're going. We're doing 2 rounds today. Kenny has a chance to win twice, 1 pick to rule them all. Eric's going to share his screen for those listening. We do Weddle Sports Picks. You can check out that game. Eric introduced it to us, like week 1? And we try to play it every week. We've gotten it in 2 tries. And when we get it in 1 try, we're switching to hard mode. So here we go.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is the number 1 pick. Will Kenny get it with
No.
Mike Evans?
Oh, you got the height.
Just the height. So 1 out of 6 for
I
Kenny
thought it
on
was
the first
Herbert.
pick.
DK?
Well, no, it can't be a wide
Has
receiver.
to be in the
Oh,
AFC.
sorry.
Wouldn't Herbert be tall?
Davis Mills.
Oh God.
That's the right pick.
Yeah, do it.
Davis Mills. We're gonna get it in 2 tries, right?
I
here.
hope so.
Oh, that would have been epic.
I thought the neck was long enough.
He's a tall tight
There's
end.
no need for that. That's rude.
Oh, a tall
Because I doubt it's a 6'5" running back. So-
Travis Kelce?
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably Kelsey.
Recency bias as fuck.
Oh,
Three picks. 3 picks. So we got it in 3. That used to be the record till we shattered that thanks to the general. Now Kenny's back on the clock.
Mike Evans.
He's just going with the 1 pick.
We're
every
picking Mike Evans until it's Mike Evans.
No,
I would have gone Joe
someone else.
Flacco.
Okay, fine. Julio Jones, same team.
Bro, come on.
What's wrong with
It's probably
with-
gonna be Mike Evans.
If it's Mike Evans, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, who do you want, Jones or
If
Evans?
it's
Julio.
Mike Evans, I'm gonna be pissed.
I was about to get up that hit. That would have been crazy.
I feel better.
So it's an AFC player that
Travis
is over the
Kelce.
height of 6'3". We're going Kelsey again.
Well, Travis Kelsey. It would rule out a
Luke's
lot.
try. It's Luke's try.
Pat Fryermuth.
There you go. That's the right pick.
I hope that he gets it here.
He needs a win.
Oh,
Hey, it's
what
the
the
right
heck?
height.
It's the same
6'5"
person?
again.
Herbert
Is it
or
really the
Mills,
same
probably.
You think it's the same person? Could you imagine if he drops the ball, he could have had this easily?
Do I do it again?
No,
Yeah.
it's not a tight end.
Oh yeah, it's not a tight end. It said it's got to be a quarterback.
Probably Mills or Herbert.
No, Mills is 6'4".
It's Herbert.
Herbert's
He's tall.
6'5"?
Is Herbert that tall?
He's
No.
huge, isn't he? That's what I
I don't
heard.
think so.
But she's
Probably
a
Matt
Herbert,
Ryan.
no, I
Matt
Probably
Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan might be. Yeah.
Let's just call it Matt Ryan and let's move on.
Saving Matt Ryan.
No, Matt Ryan is older than 33.
Is he though?
Justin Herbert. Do it.
Let's put Herbert. He's not gonna stop.
AFC quarterback of
Holy
6'5".
crap, he's
Holy
He's
shit,
6'6".
Whoa, Justin Herbert is massive. I had no
That's
clue.
crazy.
Dude, I did not
Shit.
know that.
He was like 6'3".
Dude,
Like
I
two-
thought so
Hey,
too.
put Matt Ryan anyways. Just humor me.
Who's another young QB?
Damn.
6'4".
Oh, so it's
37.
Josh
it's,
Allen.
So it's the AFC South.
Yeah, it's Josh Allen. Yeah.
Oh no, it's the AFC East. AFC East.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy.
There we go. There we go. Good job. 5 tries. 5 tries. We're going to take a short commercial break here. Did you know BCMG has a stream team that is live and active every single night? Coach Peanut, you've seen inside of the chat so far, Nonsense and Deep Thoughts. That is also another show by one of our streamers, The Holy Man, one on Twitch, both on Twitch. So go check them out today. That's Coach Peanut, The Holy Man. Also, Manon 1026, our in-studio producer today. Another streamer you can check out on Twitch. Let's roll that tape.
Yo, Jill going down the hill. Gonna go fetch Jack in his little pill. Jack feeling down and that's pretty bad. Let's go.
Oh, yo, clip that. Clip that headshot. No.
A pistol. What the? Okay, that didn't count.
Woo, let's go, baby, clutch it up. Yeah, I like it.
What? No way. Did that precision just kill me?
Let's go!
Nice, Papa.
Papa with the clutch kill at the end. Let's go.
Oh, I missed. That was bad.
Got him.
Nice.
Alright, I'm going to go steal their shit.
That is definitely green.
You're dumb and it's orange.
We're both wrong, red.
I could get that solo if I tried it a couple times, but we'll come back to it.
I'm fucking dick right now. Holy shit. Like, I fucking suck right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
EMG stream team, check them out every night of the week. I'm serious, every night. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Whoa, is that a Dre sighting? Holy cow, from Indonesia itself. Dre Rogers, what's up, brother?
What's up? I know we just watched the video, but cue the video, Ernest.
What? Which
What?
video? Oh.
Astros.
Oh. I'll get that video up, Dre. Sorry. We'll get that video up for you. I get it though. But Dre, glad to have you on the show.
Give me a hell yeah.
Now the panel is complete. We're gonna go to round 2 right after this short break. Round 2, the way too early Week 6 NFL Pick Em is upon us. ITL's famous NFL Week 6 Pick Em. I am excited, guys. Let's go right into it. We're going to go to Thursday Night Football in what's going to be probably the most exciting game of the week. If you are ready, we're going to the beautiful city of Chicago. Chicago Bears against the Washington Commanders.
Actually made them make a hype video for Chicago.
Well, somebody has to hype them up. Nobody else there is doing it. Bears 1 point.
That's a game we could have skipped the hype video on.
1 point favorite.
We're starting the week with this.
I know.
This is what starts the week of football. I want to blow my brains out at this game.
We thought last week was bad. This is going to be bad. We are going to start off Bears 1 point favorites against the Commanders, in which you hope that neither team is starting any players unless you really believe in a couple of them. But I'm going to do it early, just like I did last week. This is my snoozer of the week. This is the snoozer of the week for me. Dre might have a different one, but that's the snoozer of the week for me. Bears 1 point favorites against the Commanders. We'll start with you, Kenny. Week 5 champ. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna find something else to do Thursday. I don't have any plans yet, so maybe I'll text my aunt or something. I don't even have my aunt's phone number. I'm willing to track it down in order to hang out with her instead of watch this game. Wow. But I'll pick Washington because I still think Chicago are really bad.
And you going with the early Washington pick, Eric?
I think Justin Fields is going to have a day. I'm going to go with the Bears.
What's that, 170 yards pass?
170 yards rushing. Get that right.
We got the Bears pick and a Washington pick. Luke.
I'm going to play Russian roulette on Thursday and put a bullet in all this games. So I can definitely win.
It can't be any worse than last week. Are we really thinking that it can be worse than 12-9?
9-6 Bears.
Yeah, I think it could be at least worse.
Okay, can we at least hope that it doesn't go to overtime?
Oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't go to overtime.
Let's not have overtime this week.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I want overtime now.
For 60 minutes.
Bezos is literally stealing millions off of us. We're like, yay!
This has got to be a stab at Amazon Prime. I don't know why, but the NFL just said, fuck you to Amazon Prime and gave them really bad Thursday night games.
Well,
Dre,
everybody in England was pissed that we started sending them all their crappy games. So they were like, hey, Jeff, why don't you buy us out of Thursdays and we'll just give you guys the shitty games? How about that?
There you go.
He's like, I don't care. It's still going to be 24-hour delivery.
Give me a hell yeah!
Dre, talk to us.
I mean, there's everybody's going to be watching baseball. That's why they put this crappy game on. Commanders, nobody cares. Whatever. Next,
Steve.
Who's going to pick Dre?
What did you say?
Who's got a coin to flip for me?
Oh, we got a coin. Man, do you have a coin?
I got you. Head or tails?
No coin in here. No coin in the studio this week.
Well, Steve, Dre and I are both on Washington, so you're probably in Chicago then, right?
Exactly.
To keep with recent trends over the years?
I'll go with the coin. I trust
Head
the
or
coin. Tails is Commodores and heads is Bears.
The commuters, the commoters, who cares?
You got the Bears.
Bears, there you go.
Bears is the pick for Steve.
Wow.
Easy money.
Yeah, easy money is the unanimous consensus.
The best coin flip of all time.
I will tell you what, in the past 3 weeks, Eric and I have picked teams together where it's just us against the field and we are undefeated. I am going Bears on this one as well. And I do think it's not an ITL.
Audible.
It's not a guarantee.
You decided, of all things, that you were going to go with
That's
Mr.
true.
500
That's true.
over the field.
I am absolutely going with Mr. 500. I know this is not a regular circumstance because Steve is also with us, so it's not exactly against the entire field, but I'm taking the Bears to win this game. I just think Washington is done.
Yeah,
and I do think it's just the worst of two bad teams, and I think in this case it's Washington. Washington's worse. So I'm taking Chicago.
Ryan Robinson, anytime touchdown, lock it in.
I do want to say one thing though. If the Bears blow out Washington, Rivera's like Rivera.
What's considered blowout?
10-0.
20-7.
Okay.
10-0.
10-0 is a blowout now?
Hey, we can't flush the toilet.
In this game, that is the equivalent of 45-7.
Got it. Well, you know what they say, guys. Nothing circles the bowl like the Cleveland Browns. Let's take our talents over to Cleveland in the early game, the noon game. I will say this. There are new intro videos coming with updated players. Mark is working on it. So for those of you who see that, Baker's not playing, Odell's not with the Browns, but we do have a game. Browns -3 at home versus the Patriots are the odds late today in Vegas. We'll start this one with Steve. Steve, I'll be the first one to say congratulations to the Patriots on pitching that shutout against the Red Hot Lions. And what are your thoughts on this game?
Oh, well, before anyone says it, I already know that I'm the only one on this panel who's going to pick New England.
You don't know that yet.
Oh, I'm taking New England, whether it's Zappy or whether it's Mac. Cleveland can't stop the run. If you can't tackle in the open field, well, then you're going to have to meet Ramondre Stevenson this week, who literally just cannot be tackled.
You mean Reminder Stevenson, because he's going to be reminding everybody why they can't stop the run. Am I right?
Oh, God.
No, didn't work. Okay.
It worked for me.
Thanks, Eric. Eric, who you got in this game?
Well, first off, did Luke even get to choose the other game?
Yeah, he chose.
Okay. Second, I got the Browns -3.
I think you wish that you didn't have to.
Who do you have?
Browns -3.
He's taking the Browns. He first off, I just want everybody to understand this. Eric just told Steve, you don't know that everybody's not picking New England, and then he proceeds to pick Cleveland, the following pick.
I know Ken, I know Ernest is, and I know Trey's not. Luke.
So
I'll tell you why.
No, nobody's picking New England.
Let me go over to Dre. Dre, who you have in this game?
Here we start again with the new hero quarterback in New England from Steve.
No one said that.
Every time there's a new quarterback, you say how nobody knew about him, how he's so great, how
Literally Tom Brady.
Anyway, Browns win. Easiest pick of the week.
I am not saying that, but
Dre is going with Cleveland. He's standing up saying it. You just can't see him. Luke.
I just want to puke right now. Okay? Because why would I want to pick either one of these teams to win a football game? Like, why don't I just play Russian roulette? Okay? I mean,
you want me to flip a coin for you as well?
Want to jump off the roof with me? I mean,
Browns to cover, Luke. Is that what you're saying?
Give me the Clowns.
Browns to cover is Luke's pick. Kenny.
I think this is the season where Luke has picked the Browns quite often.
I agree.
I'm not going to kick at the carcass, so I'll pick Cleveland to win and cover.
Cleveland -3 as well in this game. Surprisingly, guys, I'm taking New England in this game. I think New England wins. I mean,
we're
the
acting like this is a massive spread. This is a 3-point
It's
game.
just 3 points, which is
acting
just
like Cleveland are incredible with Jacoby Brissett,
which is just home field advantage for the game. So really, it's a wash. But
it's just give the ball to Chubb 27 times.
Yeah.
If New England's at home, I pick New England in this game. It's just Cleveland's at home, so that's why I picked them.
I'm gonna take New England to ride the wave. I think they've got something going. So I'm gonna ride that. I think you start Jacoby Myers, you start Ramondre Stevenson, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. You start all of them.
Peoples Jones.
Donovan Peoples Jones will probably have a game. But
it's gonna be like 9-6.
No,
I don't think so. No, I think it's gonna be like a 24-21 game. I think a couple people find the end zone in this game.
That's about where the over/under is. Makes sense.
Yep. Let's move on to the next game. You see, Steve, you're not by yourself this week. Don't ever say that again. Come on now. All right, let's go to Kansas City.
The only one.
Enough.
And I'll have you know, I back New England.
Sorry, Kenny, were you saying something?
That
I
was
picked New
great.
England last week. I backed Steve's team.
You
so
did. You did pick
thank you
New
very
England
much.
last week. Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs are underdogs at home. Chiefs open up with the Bills being favored by 2.5 on the road. Nothing circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, and really Josh Allen this year's been fantastic for fantasy football. Shout out to whoever got him. All right. Chiefs versus Bills. We'll start this one off with Dre. Dre, who do you like in this matchup and why?
Hopefully this will be very similar game to last year's. That will be high scoring, pretty fun game. Obviously, we just saw that Travis Kelce's unstoppable. And I'm calling it again. I mean, obviously it's not 4, but I think he'll get 3 this week. Must start. And I'm going with the Chiefs. Yep.
Must start. He's the best tight end in fantasy. If you're not starting him,
but
what are you doing?
I mean, for DFS, you
Okay,
spend all your money on DFS. That's where I'm going. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
No, that's the right. That's the right.
I was
call.
thinking DFS. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all good.
If you have Travis Kelce in fantasy, you should probably start him.
If you're sitting there, boys, who should I start? Kyle Pitts or Travis Kelce?
Pitts all day. Pitts all day. Steve.
Pitts all day.
Well, this game is. I am probably going to start, Travis Kelce this week. By the way,
Thank you for the confirmation.
Kelce, I don't have him.
Give me a hell yeah!
I got you, Steve. I
Trade
got
for
you.
him. I'm going to take the Chiefs. And this is a really tough game to say. I think the Chiefs are just going to find a way to squeak one out here.
All right, Chiefs money line going with Steve on this one. Eric.
I'm gonna do Bills minus 2.5. I think Josh Allen's gonna come out for blood. I really do. I think he's gonna have a ball game.
Buffalo gets his first pick with Eric, Mr. 500. Luke.
I think the Bills get the first game. They'll meet again. We'll see. We'll see in the second game.
Are you taking the spread, Luke, or just a money line?
I think the Bills will win by 6, probably.
Got it. We are split right now as a panel, 2-2 in this game. Kenny.
Buffalo's going to win by double digits. Give me the Bills to win and cover.
Whoa.
I like that pick. I am also taking the Bills to win and cover, and I don't think it's close. I think this is going to be 21-3 fast, and then Chiefs might score a couple, and the Bills just run away with it. I think the Bills are a very good team, and Devin Singletary, it might be the Devin Singletary game.
What the hell does that mean?
It is going to be
find a Devin Singletary.
100 yards on the ground, 2 total touchdowns.
Oh my God!
Calling it right now. You start them in all DFS plays.
You screenshot that DFS lineup with Devin Singletary in it. That will tell me that
Singletary
you're
and
confident.
must start Kelce will be in my DFS lineup.
Wow.
Yeah, because Singletary is going to be worth like $400.
You're welcome.
I guess because he's spending his budget on Kelce.
Yeah,
then
exactly. It
you
makes
can
sense.
already-
I'm
Evens out.
saying you start Singletary. I do like it. I think this is the week.
38-27 final.
I
I'll
think
take it.
42-24.
Unfortunately, we're going to be going to Sunday Night Football, and this is going to be in a very weird city of Philadelphia, but there is no way in hell I'm playing a Philly video. Your Dallas Cowboys are playing Sunday night against the Philadelphia Eagles.
I respect the
favorites.
hell out of the Philadelphia video.
Thanks,
I
Steve.
respect the hell out of that.
I appreciate it, Steve. Dallas Cowboys,
Philly.
underdogs. Not after this week, though. I'm taking the Cowboys to win this game. Money line. You start all Cowboys. Cowboys will open up the offense a little bit. The defense will hold Jalen Hurts back a little bit. This week, I think the defense holds him to at least probably somewhere between 17 and 24 points, and the offense opens up enough to win this game. Dallas steals the first one on the road against Philly. They hand them their first loss of the year. I'm taking the Cowboys in this game. Go ahead, Dre. I'd love to hear it.
I've actually gone with you for the last 3 weeks. So I've picked Dallas, but I can't do it this week. I mean, the Eagles are at home. That the spread's too high though. I'm thinking it's going to be like a, Eagles kicking a game-winning field goal, but I can't go against them at home. They stay undefeated.
Got you. Steve.
Oh, God damn it. Why did you have to go Dre first? So I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm not going to take the spread. So I'm going like completely with Dre here. And it's, Dallas has won. Dallas has been able to pull these games out because, like you guys said, not because of Cooper Rush. He's not losing them the games, but he's doing what a backup does. And he's not exactly winning. The defense is winning these games for you.
Right.
These past few games, and I think this is the week that the defense isn't going to be able to do enough to win the game. And I don't think the Dallas offense is going to be able to outscore Philly. I won't take that spread because I don't take spreads in over a 3-point spread divisional matchup half the time. So,
Gotcha. Kenny.
Philadelphia wins 27-17.
Is that it?
That's it.
Eric.
I'm not gonna dog on my own team. Like I just think Philly's gonna win.
All right, I got 3 questions here. Is Dak coming back?
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably not.
Number 2.
Well, that if Dak is back, I may change my pick. But
that's my concern.
This game should just be up for. We're assuming that he doesn't play, and you're subject to change it if he plays.
Okay.
Cooper Rush has never been beaten.
And then number 2, I want to see how that defense plays against a mobile quarterback. I mean, we had this discussion before. I'm very curious. And then the last question is: are the Cowboys taking their own benches?
They are. They're already packed on the plane.
They're already packed on the plane. Okay, give me Cowboys to spread. I'll take the
Whoa, we got a Cowboys plus 4.5 pick and Cowboys. You have Cowboys money line. Is that what you said?
Cowboys 4.5. That's what I have.
Who wins the game though?
Oh, Cowboys by like
okay,
1.
so you have Dallas money line. Okay, Dallas is the pick for Eric. Luke.
This is literally my worst nightmare. Like ever.
You said that like for 4 games.
This week is your worst nightmare.
If I say Philly wins, that means the other side of Pittsburgh's gonna hate me, and then everybody in Philly's gonna love me. And I hate Philadelphia, so I don't really care about Philadelphia. And I actually picked your boys last week, Ernest.
That's
a
good sign.
The Cowboys last week.
You know, if you picked them every week when Cooper Rush started, you'd be undefeated.
Let's just not talk about that. Okay. And we're just gonna go with the Eagles because why not?
Hey, I picked the Cowboys like 3 weeks in a row, Ernest.
I got you, Ernest.
And guess what? On those picks, Steve, you were 3-0. But I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what's gonna happen in Philly this week.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
That's right.
So you were so drunk on Kool-Aid right now. This is unbelievable.
It is. This is the best time of the year to be a Cowboys fan. It's because you can just do shit like this.
Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy's Kool-Aid.
No, it goes from the shower into a. We don't need to talk about how we get.
Yeah.
We're going to Denver Monday night.
I have one more
football.
question.
Go ahead.
Please.
Are there going to be any watermelon smashings in the locker room for the Cowboys?
Absolutely.
All right, Cowboys.
I don't even know if we need to talk about the next game. Is anybody picking Denver?
I want to take Denver so bad.
Oh my God!
Russ's shoulder. The fact that he has that shoulder issue, I can't do it. I'll take Chargers.
Is anybody picking against the spread?
I'll pick against the spread.
Yeah.
It's in LA.
Yep. I'm fine.
It's not in Denver, guys.
Like 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
Those games are always close anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Quarterback though. Who's Denver's backup? Is it
Wilson's playing.
Wilson's playing no matter what.
Yeah, he just has the shoulder issue, but he will play.
So who's not taking the spread?
I am.
You're not taking the spread.
+5. Yeah.
Okay. Kenny, you're taking the spread?
I'll take Denver +5, yeah.
I'd take Denver +5 as well.
Okay, so everybody's making on this. So we have our first BCMG guarantee. So that's kind of excited, right? Because we usually have like 10 by
an hour in.
Which is crazy. So roll it. That's right. BCMG guarantee. Get those fingers in the air and wave them like you just don't care. We have our first one. Chargers money line entered into the parlay. It's our first pick. We usually have Londo entering those. It's just me tonight. But so Chargers money line hits it. We're not going to go too much in this game. You start all
Mike
players
Williams.
on the Chargers side. Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert, Gerald Everett. On
I
the
think
Broncos.
I think Keenan Allen's back too.
I don't
Is he
think
back?
so. I'm not gonna believe that until Sunday when I see him on the field. I mean on Monday. I'm sorry.
He did get ruled out pretty early last week, which is concerning, but he
Yeah.
may go on Sunday. Who knows? Or Monday, I should say.
Well, some days true too.
Tuesday for me.
Tuesday. You better be suiting up for Tuesday morning football.
Good luck for those starting Broncos players. I think you just start your regular starter, see what happens. Good luck with Russell Wilson owners. That'll end our primetime pick 'em for week 6. We're going to go right into fire round picks. We're going to speed round this puppy at the hour mark right after this break.
Fire.
Fire round pick 'em. Here we go. Round 3. We're going to speed right through these. First game of the week for fire round is going to be Falcons versus Niners in a game that most people won't be watching. Let's start this off. Kenny.
San Fran.
Dre.
Snoozer of the week.
Oh, let's roll it. We got our snoozer of the week. I forgot I hadn't picked one yet. Everybody dancing in their seats here. Go ahead,
Moving
Drake.
forward, Thursday night football should be excluded from snoozer of the week because otherwise it will be every single week. It should have to be a Sunday game.
I guess that's true. Go ahead, Dre. Make a pick.
Falcons.
Falcons or Dre. San Fran is my pick. Go ahead, Eric.
San Fran.
Steve.
San Fran.
Luke.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, not a BCMG guarantee because of the Atlanta pick. We move on to New Orleans. New Orleans versus the Bengals. Let's start this one off with Luke. Lukey.
Bengals get right. Bengals.
Bengals are the first pick. Eric.
Bengals.
Kenny.
Saints.
Kenny goes Saints, our first different pick
What the
here.
hell?
Steve.
I'm going to take the Bengals here.
Drake.
I think Chris Olave's out, so I'll go Bengals.
I'm going
And Jameis.
Bengals in this pick. If Jameis is officially out come Friday, definitely going Bengals all the way. If he plays, I might switch that pick in the not too early ITL pick 'em. So in the way too early, though, going Cincy in this pick. Let's move on. Our next game is going to be the Steelers versus the Buccaneers.
Can we roll here?
Next.
Yeah.
Well, let's get those fingers in the air. We haven't had enough to don't care. Let's do it. BCMG guarantee.
Back for the Panther flags. Woo!
Roll it. Love it. Tampa Bay is a pick
I
there
want
at that.
Pittsburgh to cover that so bad at home, and I just don't even think -8 they can cover that.
No, it can't. Let's move on to the next game. Indianapolis versus Jacksonville, and a game that's going to be so
Horrible.
difficult to predict, and nobody will watch besides people in Indy and in Jacksonville. We'll start this one off with Steve. Steve, who you got in this game?
Fuck. I already did a coin flip. So,
I got you again. Let me know.
No, he only does one.
He burned it early.
Yeah,
He only does one.
He burned it early. You can't do
Let's
multiple
go.
coin flips.
so I'm going to go with the Colts.
The only guy who does coin flips every week is Eric. That's why he's Mr. 500.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. Great.
Yeah, I'm starting to think Luke is right about the nightmarish week. These are some horrible games. Indy, I guess.
Indy has 2 picks so far. Kenny.
I'll pick Indy as well. Honestly, just do something in the morning. Don't watch these morning games and just get ready for Buffalo KC.
Unfortunately,
This is the day to like clean your garage or like do
Go
something.
buy meat for the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
up for like 3 hours already at that time. So, like, I'm going to watch this game.
Luke, who you got?
Jags won the first time. Give me Colts this time.
Eric.
Is JT playing?
Who cares? He's been dog
Yeah,
shit.
it looks
anyway.
like he's projected to play.
Okay. Give me
Yeah, who
Colts.
cares? Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go Indy at home. I'm going to go Indy at home. So roll it. Let's do it. We have a BCMG guarantee on a game that really should not be in any parlay, but that is it. Yikes. That'll boost some things up, though. Indy money line. Indianapolis is 2.5-point favorites. Anybody want the spread?
2.5 is too high.
2.5.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
If you don't feel confident betting -2.5 at home, you shouldn't be
pick
picking
'em.
this.
Yeah, I completely agree. We're going to put them as -2.5 just to put something in the parlay. Green Bay versus New York is the next game. Packers versus Jets. What an interesting game. We'll start with Dre.
Yeah, it's a nightmarish week as just Packers.
Packers gets the pick. Luke.
It should be the Packers.
we suck, so yeah, you're allowed to doubt.
It should be the Packers.
First step is admitting
acceptance.
it. That's right, accepting. Eric.
I'm gonna go with the Packers. But what's the spread on this?
7.
The spread is 7.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll also take the Packers though.
Vegas knows something you don't know.
I think so. I'm scared to say that, but I'll
Steve.
take Packers.
I'm gonna take the Packers.
Kenny.
Let's not overvalue the Jets because they beat a third-string quarterback in Kenny Pickett. Green Bay is going to win and cover.
Yeah, the Jets.
We do
But
suck.
like I backed the Jets the last 2 weeks, but even I'm not backing the Jets to go to Lambeau and get it done. Sorry.
I don't even think I need to say it, guys. This is obviously another
Billy-
BCMG guarantee. Wave them.
Kenny,
Kenny, you're such a hater.
What?
Wave the finger.
No.
Wave it.
please. Can you please
Wave it, please.
Please.
No.
Okay.
Wave it.
All right, Giants versus Ravens in a game that everybody will be watching to see if the Giants are for real and if the Ravens are for real. Let's start this one off with Eric. Eric, who you got in this game?
I got the Ravens, but I'm curious, what's the spread on this bad boy?
Spread is -5 Baltimore.
Damn, trap game?
It is. It is. Kenny.
It's not a trap game because the Giants are 26th against the run defensively, so the Ravens are going to eat them alive and cover.
Luke.
Ravens.
That's the first time you've ever said not Ratbirds on this show. You just said
Because you know
Ravens.
what? Because
He's so defeated by the slate, he can't even say Ratbirds anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
My
worried.
brain hurts. Like we're about to have the first overall pick, and I haven't seen that in 27 years of my life.
Who are you guys gonna pick? Williams?
Probably a fucking left tackle. For
There's a good there's a running back in Texas we can talk about later. I'm going Baltimore in this game. Dre.
No. Is this the dual back set with no O-line?
Yep.
That'd be
No,
awesome.
everybody wants DJ Stroud. I'm dead serious. That is
Ew.
the
They're going to run
That's
the Wildcat
terrible.
for all 17 games.
Is this the worst week in NFL history? I mean,
It
look at
might
these-
be. We're not
look at
even
these
done yet.
games.
I thought it was
Look at
last
these
week.
games. We
The
haven't
fact
even.
that we have Buffalo, Kansas City just makes it not.
But
Because
but
that's
is there
the
is
East.
there
Dallas,
is
Philly,
there?
too.
Can you name another game that's worth
Dallas
watching?
Philly's a game to watch.
No,
Cowboys and
But that's
What?
what's the 420 game.
Trey, you fucking gave him that opportunity right there. You
Like-
gave him that line.
What about Denver and the Chargers?
Come on
guys?
now, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not rolling that again.
I was going to say you're going to roll that again.
Dre, make your pick.
Yeah, Baltimore. I mean, come on.
Steve.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. And what's the over in this? Has anyone got the over?
45.
45. I'm probably gonna play the over.
Okay.
Ravens, 35.
Let's see if we got Baltimore money line in this game. Let's see if that's a BCMG guarantee. That's right. Everybody put those fingers in the air. Look at Kenny go. I think
Dang.
that takes us to our next game, which is Dolphins versus Vikings, in a game where we don't know who the starting quarterback for Miami is. And luckily, it's not primetime, so we actually do know who the starting quarterback is for Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota to win this game. Eric.
Taken to the Tennessee Titans. They're gonna come from the bye week and just I'm playing. I'm gonna, I want to say Dolphins because I still don't trust the Vikings, so I'm gonna say Dolphins.
Miami will be MIA, I promise you. Steve.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
Drake.
You see, we continue with these horrible games.
I don't think this is that bad.
Yeah, I don't think Teddy's playing.
He's questionable.
So
Teddy's questionable.
Yeah, and who's that other? I don't even know who the third string
Kansas
is.
State product, Skylar Thompson.
Are we picking this
All right.
game assuming that
Luke
he's
just
playing or
convinced
not?
me. Miami.
Not playing.
Not playing?
Not playing.
Really?
Trey.
I'm
Like, there's
convinced
no
with that
chance.
Kent,
Like,
And
he's
I-
out?
and-
quarterback.
and-
No, he's
I'll go
questionable.
Miami.
Waddle
No.
and Hill are both questionable for this game.
I mean, they'll play, but I mean,
I'm going with that Kent State quarterback. Let's go Miami.
All right, we're
Whatever.
split. We're split here 2-2. I'm picking Minnesota to win this game, and I don't think it's close. Kenny.
If Teddy goes, Miami. If he doesn't go, then Minnesota. I don't care about Hill and Waddle. It's just all about Teddy.
yeah.
Got it. Luke.
Minnesota, don't you know?
I like that. I like that. Let's move on. Los Angeles Rams trying to figure themselves out after getting pulverized by those Dallas Cowboys against the newly formed Carolina Panthers. Underneath not coach rule. Is anybody taking the Panthers on this panel?
PJ Walker, hell no.
He's in a
You
booth.
mean
No.
wait? You mispronounced
That's a
the name.
Miles-
It's
that's a Miles-
MVPJ Walker. Thank you.
That's a Miles Bloomquist pick.
I'm guessing
This-
we're all Rams here. The spread is
this
10
is-
and a half.
What
I
Paul,
would almost
And
never
a
take
half.
a double-digit spread, and I'm taking it this week.
Wow. 10. Anybody not want 10 and a half on the spread?
10.5.
PJ Walker?
And
No,
he's in a
no,
walking
I'll-
boot, right?
I'll take a
I
10
don't
and a
fuck with double digits.
Rams at
let's-
home against PJ Walker. If they can't cover that, they are frauds. I don't care if they win by 10 on the nose. They are frauds. If
Kenny,
they
put your finger in the middle.
Let's do it. This is
I
all
don't
for
see
you,
it.
Kenny. We're putting this on the BCMG guarantee.
This is Teddy's entire leg.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to our final game, which might be the third most entertaining game of the week. Seahawks versus Cardinals. I'm excited for this. Geno Smith revitalization has been great so far. We'll start this one off with Kenny. Kenny, who you got?
Is it double XP weekend?
Yes.
Oh, man. Give me Seattle.
Seattle is the pick there. Eric.
Is it? I can't remember. Is it here in Arizona?
Seattle.
Can you come back to me?
I'll come back to you. Luke.
No Rashad Penny no more for the Seahawks.
You got Kenneth Walker.
That's a true starter anyways.
DJ
Who?
Dallas.
Two cards.
Not kidding. He's the number one running back in all my leagues right now to pick up
Ouch.
DJ Dallas.
Cards.
He's taking Arizona. We have an Arizona pick, a Seattle pick. We're going to Dre.
Well, James Conner might not play. He's your boy, isn't he, Luke?
Boys are boys.
If Connor plays, I'm going cards. If not, see, this is a horrible week. Look at all these shitty games. I mean, wow.
Show Geno Smith some respect.
Seattle.
Seattle is the pick. Steve.
I was gonna take Seattle, but then both Kenny and Dre took Seattle.
Okay, go ahead and lose then.
Wow.
Hey, I don't like to break tradition.
Dare you.
That Kenny's double XP analysis on Kyler is like
It's got to be factored in every week.
I have to
If
factor
your
it in.
NFL teams, are you not funneling money into Call of Duty if they're playing Arizona that week and saying like double XP? Like, man,
Yeah,
how is there
absolutely.
8 double XP weekends in a row? Arizona's 1-9.
I agree.
Kyler was look like he made a bonehead decision at the end of the game last week. You see what
He
Yeah.
didn't get the field
When he
goal.
slid down early.
Yep. Oh. And then he did a clock play and it was fucking
Well,
third
Steve,
down.
he was going for the 360 no scope and he just fell down. Like, what are you gonna do?
That's funny.
So yeah, fuck. I'm gonna break tradition, guys. and I'm gonna ride with Kenny and Dre, which is a
Arizona 35-10 now.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle in this game too. So the only Arizona pick is Luke, and he'll probably get his win over all of us this week.
I'm choosing Arizona too.
Oh,
He's
you're
gotta
choosing
go-
Arizona.
he's gotta
Sorry,
go
Eric.
with
Yeah, but you don't count. You're 500.
Yeah, he's 500.
This is officially the ITL audible pick onto the BCMG parlay. So
my
we're
God.
going Seattle money line on the
We're
BCMG
audibly
guarantee.
Seattle onto
Yes,
the
we
parlay.
are.
What
Yes,
are
we
God.
are.
Wow.
Woo! This is the ITL
I'm
audible.
not
It was either this or the Cowboys. It was either this or the Cowboys.
way.
Add Seattle to that parlay. Kenny, give us those odds. Just want to
I've not
remind.
been tracking at all.
Oh my God! Just wanna give everybody a fantasy notification before we do sign offs. Don't forget.
You're gonna place a bet this week, but you're not gonna watch any games at all.
That's true. You're gonna go play Call of Duty Double XP weekend. Detroit Lions on a bye. Houston Texans on a bye. Las Vegas Raiders on a bye. The Tennessee Titans
Steelers
on
are
a
on
bye.
a bye.
Take them out of your lineups.
Astros add that into the BCMG guarantee.
Yes, the Astros to win the World Series. Just plug it in there for a futures bet. Guys, let's do our final sign-offs here and bid everybody good night. We've done Fire Out. I'm sorry, Drew. I don't have the video queued up. I thought Mark would have it to me, but he doesn't yet. I am sorry. We'll play it all week next week as we're gonna have more highlights. Don't be done. Dre, tell the people where you're at, Dre.
I'm done. No. Taquito Express. Go have some Taquito Express.
All you can eat taquitos at Taquito Express $7.99. Thank you, Dre. Thank you.
Dre.
Steve, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Rising_Steven. Check me out on all the Blue Collar Media Group's social media channels on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Going over all my game picks for the week and seeing how much they change from Tuesday to Sunday.
That is wonderful, wonderful. Eric, tell the people where they can find you.
You could find Mr. 500 actually on Eric Sports Picks. I am a little bit in the coach trick, and also you could find me on Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on the schedule, on Eric's College Corner.
That is wonderful.
By BCMG.
Wonderful, wonderful. I don't see him, but I think he's there. Just Luke.
I'm alive. I'm here. You can't
Should
find
we start
me on Twitter yet.
Luke?
Still fucking around with that. I'll figure it out one of these days. But you can find me in depression. Okay, bye.
Bye, Luke. And my season 4 co-host Kenny Cotterell. Talk to the people.
Follow me on all social platforms at HedgePod. Show Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Ernest, thanks once again for a phenomenal show. And let's go Seahawks.
I like that word. Go Cowboys is what you meant. I am your host, Ernest Silva, Doc E for some, Sport Gene for another. And I really appreciate everybody sticking around with us. Thank you for supporting this show, the Sports Scientists. We'll get you those parlay odds when we release the episode Thursday morning. But a special thanks and shout out to in-studio producer who controlled all the banners today. That's right, Madden 1026 in the studio. Special thank you to you for all that you do for the show and controlling the banners and videos. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Good luck with your bets. Good luck to your teams. And go Cowboys, as always. Night, everybody.